Hello students, welcome to video classes. So in the last class we have discussed one of the very important and very interesting concept, that is the anomalous expansion of water. And we have also discussed what are the applications, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages also there we have discussed. So the most advantage is that due to the reason of this anomalous expansion, what happened, the aquatic animals which are staying inside the water are surviving in the cold countries. And disadvantage is that when you are going to refer to the liquids at 4 degrees centigrade, if the water is filled at 4 degrees Celsius, then if the temperature increases or the temperature decreases, then immediately what happens, the glass is going to be breaks itself. The same thing will be happens when you are going to use that glass bottles. I think most of you are experiencing this thing. So you are going to use in summer especially the glass bottles you are going to use. If you are going to completely fill the bottle with water and you are going to place in the deep freeze, okay, after 2 or 3 hours, if you can see, you will find that the glass will be broken. I think most of you don't know about what is the reason exactly at the time. Now I hope all of you understood why the glass will be broken. Do you understand what is the reason will be? Yes, obviously what happened when you are going to place the object in the glass bottle in the deep freeze. So what happened, while you are going to keep the bottle inside the deep freeze, at the time the temperature will be room temperature. After that, once you are going to place into the deep freeze, then what happened, temperature decreases. While the temperature decreases, what happened, the volume is going to be decreases. Okay, the volume is going to be decreases. Up to what temperature the volume is going to be decreases? Up to 4 degrees centigrade the volume is going to be decreases. Once the temperature is decreased more than 4 degrees Celsius, then what happened, volume is going to be increases. Okay, so when the volume is going to be increases, then what happened, obviously inside the bottle there is no space for the water to expand. Obviously what happened, the glass is going to be breaks. So this is the reason, and this is nothing but the anomalous expansion of water. So today I am just going to explain you one experiment is there. That experiment will give you the clear picture that why the upper surface of the water will freezes and the bottom side of the water will be at the liquid state will be there. Okay, that will be clearly understood by using this experiment. So all of you must concentrate on this experiment. So before going to do this experiment, a few concepts you need to remember. If you remember these concepts, then it will become very easy to understand this concept. So the first concept we are going to discuss is, okay, we know that the few objects will float in the water and the few objects will sink inside the water. Do you have any idea what is the reason why the objects are floating and why the objects are sinking? The reason is density. Okay, if the density of the object is more than water, then what happens? The objects are going to be sinks. That means if the density increases, the object will sink. If the density decreases, the object will float. Okay, this is a concept you need to remember, which are very, very important to understand this concept. Okay, simple concept. Density increases, objects will sink, comes down or comes bottom to the water. If the density decreases, the object will float. Even we are going to take about the liquid also. If few liquids are there which are going to be stays at the bottom of the water, few liquids are there which are stays on the surface of the water. For example, in the rainy season, if you can say, if you are going to park a bike, and after some time you can observe that on upper surface of the water, some oil is going to be laid. So what is that oil? Leaked from your bike, and it does not go down, it will be floats on the surface. Why the oil is going to be floats on the surface? The reason is the density of the oil is less than the density of the water. That's why when the oil leaked from the petrol, whatever the petrol you are going to be taking, if you are going to pour on the water, it will be stays on the outer surface only, upper surface only. It does not sink. If you are going to take the few oils are going to be sink and they are going to reach the bottom. All that will be depend on the density only. So all of you must concentrate. Okay, what is the concept here? Density increases, sinks. Density decreases, floats. Okay, that concept you have to remember. And after that, we need to discuss about the anomalous expansion. And don't be confused. You should be very clear about when the volume is increasing, when the volume is decreasing. Okay. So once again, what is the anomalous expansion means? When the water is heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, volume decreases, density increases, and from 4 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, it will be act as a normal liquid. Volume increases and density decreases. That thing I am going to write down here again. So water is going to be heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, and from 4 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so when you are going to increase the temperature from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, volume is going to be decreases. Contraction will be there. Volume decreases and density increases. Now, from 4 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade, it will be act as a normal liquid. Normal liquid means what happened? Volume increases and density decreases. Now we are coming from the reverse direction. When you are coming from the reverse direction, then what happens here? If you are coming in the reverse direction, while you are cooling it up to 4 degrees centigrade, what happened to volume? Decreases, density increases. And from 4 degrees centigrade to 0 degrees centigrade, again you are cooling, then what happened? Volume increases and density decreases. Okay, if you can remember this concept, and the density increases since density decreases flows. If you can remember this concept, then it will be very easy to understand that. So we are going to do the experiment that why the upper surface of the liquid will be freezes, or water will be freezes, and why at the bottom will be the liquid state. That we are going to be explaining. Okay, it is not there in the syllabus, just for your confirmation only I am explaining this experiment. Okay, so let's say that this is a glass beaker I am going to be taking here. Okay, this is a glass beaker. So this is a glass beaker I am taking here. This is the base of the glass beaker. Okay, this is the base of the glass beaker, and here the open will be there. Now it is going to be filled with water, and exactly at the middle I am going to take a compartment. For example, we are saying that this is a glass beaker, and around this I am going to arrange a compartment. Okay, I am going to arrange a compartment in which I am going to drop the ice. Okay, so here I am going to take a compartment here. Okay, this is a compartment I am taking. Here I am going to take the ice. Okay, so compartment around this glass jar, I am going to take a compartment in which I am going to drop the ice from the outside. This compartment is made from the outside, and here I am going to arrange one thermometer. Okay, here I am going to arrange one thermometer. Okay, let us say it is T1, and bottom side I am going to arrange one more thermometer. Okay, this is another thermometer I am going to be arranging here. Let us say this is T2. Okay, T1 and T2 are the thermometers I am going to be arranging. T1 is on the upper side, T2 is on the bottom side. After that I am completely filled with the water it is. Okay, I am filling with the water. Okay, I am going to be filling with the water. Now, if you are going to place the arrangement like this, you are going to be arranging this arrangement or experiment at the room temperature. Then obviously what happened, the thermometers also shows the room temperature only. Room temperature means how much it will be, 27 degrees Celsius, or you can say 25 degrees Celsius. The room temperature is, let us say, 25 degrees Celsius. That means this thermometer will shows the 25 degrees Celsius, and this thermometer is also shows 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, all of you must follow the steps and the explanation part I am explaining. So at the room temperature, T1 will shows 25 degrees Celsius, T2 should shows 25 degrees Celsius because it is in the equilibrium position with the surroundings. Okay. After that, what I am doing is I am going to arrange the ice cube, ice mixture. I am going to arrange the ice mixture around in the compartment. That means whatever the compartment I am taking around this glass jar, okay, there I am going to use the ice box. Okay, I am going to take the ice mixture. And what is the temperature of the ice mixture I am taking? Here the temperature of the ice mixture, let us say that this is minus 10 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature of the ice mixture I am taking at the middle part? Minus 10 degrees Celsius. Like that the arrangement will be done here. Now let us see what is going to be happens here. When the temperature of the middle part of the ice box is minus 10 degrees Celsius, then before going to place the ice, what is the temperature of the water at this portion? The temperature at this portion will be equals to 25 degrees Celsius. But whenever I am going to use the ice, okay, which is at the minus 10 degrees Celsius, then first which part of the water temperature decreases? Upper part or bottom part or the middle part? Because you are taking the ice at the middle part. That's why obviously the water at the middle part temperature is going to be decreases. And the water temperature at the middle part will decreases from what temperature? it will be decreases from 25 degrees Celsius. So that means whenever the temperature is decreasing from 25 degrees Celsius, cooling process. Okay, whenever the temperature is decreasing from 25 degrees Celsius, then what happens? It is going in this direction. So whenever it is going in this direction, what happens to volume? Decreases, and what happens to density? Increases. So at this portion, when the water is cooling, so at this place what happened? Volume is decreasing and density is increasing. So just now I told you that if the density increases, what happened to that object? Sinks. So the water at this place, the density is more, and the water at this place, the density is less. So that's why what happened? Whatever the cool water is there here, the cool water comes down. Okay, this part of cool water will comes down. When this cool water will comes down, then what happens? This part of the water temperature gradually starts decreasing. Okay, gradually starts decreasing. First what happens? The temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, but the cool water is coming down due to the reason of increased density, and it is coming down. It is coming down. So when the cool water is coming down, the temperature of the water of this part will becomes decreases. It water decreases from 25 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius to it will come to 15 degrees Celsius. 15 degrees Celsius to come to 10 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius it will come to 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, continuously the density of this part of the water is increasing, volume decreasing. That's why it is coming down, coming down. That's why the temperature of this bottom part will decreases, and thermometer shows 20, 15. Gradually temperature is decreasing, 10 degrees Celsius, and it will come to 4 degrees Celsius. So what is happening here? The temperature of this water will becomes 4 degrees Celsius. But we know that after 4 degrees Celsius, okay, after 4 degrees Celsius again we are cooling. Okay, after 4 degrees Celsius again we are cooling. Then what happened to volume? Increases. And what about density? Decreases. That means once this part of the liquid reaches to 4 degrees Celsius, at the time the density after that 4 degrees Celsius, if the temperature is more decreased, then density increases or decreases? Density decreases. When the density decreases here, this water will come down or go up. If the density decreases, what happens? The water will go up. When the water will go up, then what happened? The cooling water, now it is started going upward direction. Okay, the water is started going upward direction. When the water is going upward direction, now which temperature is going to be decreases? Upper part liquid temperature is going to be decreases. And gradually the temperature decreases from 25 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, 15 degrees Celsius, okay, 10 degrees Celsius. After it is coming to 4 degrees Celsius, because already at the bottom it is at the 4 degrees Celsius. And after below 4 degrees Celsius, what happens? Density decreases. That's why the liquid is going up. When the liquid is going up, this part of the liquid starts decreasing the temperature. So the temperature decreases up to 4 degrees Celsius. Once it is going to reach the 4 degrees Celsius upper part, then again what happens? Density decreases. So if the temperature is decreased less than 4 degrees Celsius, where this water should go? Up or down? Up only it should go. That's why the water will go up only. So what happens? Again the temperature decreases from 4 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 0 degrees Celsius. Because after 4 it is not coming down, it is going up only. So the upward temperature is going to be decreasing from 4 degrees Celsius to 2, 1, 0. That means this part of the temperature, how much will becomes? 0 degrees Celsius. Once the temperature will become 0 degrees Celsius, then what happens? It will becomes ice. Then this will becomes ice. But what is the last temperature in this thermometer? 4 degrees Celsius. That means the bottom will be at the 4 degrees Celsius will be takes place. So this way, in this way what happens? In the cold countries, whenever you can refer, the upper part of the water will completely becomes ice. But inside the water will be there. Can you tell me what is the temperature at the bottom of the lake will be? 4 degrees Celsius will be takes place. Okay, 4 degrees Celsius. So this in this way the same thing will be happens in the case of water bottle. You are going to place in the refrigerator, or the ice tray you are going to place in the deep freeze. When the ice tray you are going to place in the deep freeze, then what happens? The upper part will becomes ice, but inner side you will find that the water will be there in the liquid state. So this is the explanation itself. Okay. So whenever the temperature is going to be decreases, density increases, comes down up to 4 degrees Celsius. Once the 4 degrees Celsius reached, again the temperature is decreased. Again density increases, that's why density decreases, that's why it is going up. So the upward solidity takes place. So in this way the upper part will become 0 gradually temperature is going to be increases. At the bottom of the lake or the container, how much temperature will be there? 4 degrees Celsius. The same thing will be happens in the case of lakes also at the cold countries. At the cold countries, at the lakes, I think most of you know that in the winter season people are going to be the lakeside to enjoy on the surface of the lakes which is completely formed the ice. But sometimes what happens if the ice thickness is very less, few people are going to be fell down into the water also, because if that ice is going to be breaks, then what happens, the people will fall into the water. And how the temperature is there inside the lake, that is also one of the very important points you have to remember. For example, if I am going to say that this is a lake is there, okay, this is a lake and this is the surface of the water. So in the cold countries what happens, the upper surface will becomes completely ice. That means this is going to be completely becoming ice. When it is becoming ice means maybe the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius or less than 0 degrees Celsius. And how the temperature is there below side, how the temperature will be variation. So always whatever the water is going to be in contact with the ice will be 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, after that slowly here 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius, at last how much will be there? 4 degrees Celsius. So that means this will clearly explain that whatever the water is in contact with the ice will be at the lowest temperature 0, and while they are gradually coming to the deeper side of the lake, so gradually temperature is going to be increases, and at the bottom what is the temperature will be there? 4 degrees Celsius will be there. So due to the reason of this part, what happened, all the aquatic animals are surviving inside the lake. Okay, this explanation is the best example how the upper side of the surface of the lake will becomes ice itself. Okay, it is not there in the syllabus, just we can understand this concept so that we can clearly understood why it is going to be happens itself. And don't forget about these temperatures. Sometimes in the competitive part they are going to ask you that what is the temperature at the bottom of the lake and what is the temperature of the water which is in contact with the ice. So the temperature which is directly in contact with the ice is 0 degrees Celsius, while gradually coming to the deep, temperature gradually increases up to what maximum temperature? 4 degrees Celsius. And where you are going to have the 4 degrees Celsius? Exactly at the bottom point. Okay, so this is also one of the very important concepts you have to remember. Okay, so next we are going to discuss one more important concept which is important for the competitive part also. So that is to keep the empty space in the vessel constant at all the temperatures. Okay, for that I am just going to explain you the concept here. Let us say that this is a glass bowl I am taking here. Okay, this is a glass bowl. The volume of the glass bowl is Vg. What is Vg represents? Volume of the glass bowl. And gamma g, you know that. What is gamma g represents? The volume coefficient of the glass. Okay, volume coefficient of the glass. So in this glass bowl, I am going to fill a liquid up to this level. Okay, I am not completely filled here. I am going to be filled up to this level. And whatever the remaining is there, what it is called, this is the empty space. Okay, what it is called, the empty space. And after that, let us say that how much volume of the liquid you are taking. The volume of the liquid you are taking is VL. Okay, what is VL represents? Volume of the liquid you are taken in the container. And gamma L. Okay, gamma L represents the volume coefficient of the liquid. Okay, gamma L represents the volume coefficient of the liquid. Okay, gamma L volume coefficient of the liquid, VL volume of the liquid you are taking. And what happens here when you are going to increase the temperature? Okay, because the different liquids will have the different types of the expansion process will be takes place. If the different liquids will have the different expansion process, then what happens? The empty space here is going to be changes. Because earlier we have discussed at the place of when you are going to use a long neck round bottom flask. In that experiment, what you have done, we are going to take the liquid level up to a particular point, and when you have started heating, first what happened, the liquid level is decreasing, and after that it is increasing. So that means what happens here, when you are going to start heating it, is the empty space will be remain same? No. First what happens, when the liquid level decreases, empty space increases. After when the liquid is expanded, started expanding, then liquid will be increases more, then the empty space will be decreases. But in this concept, we are going to discuss that if you want to keep that empty space constant, what is the condition should be? That means this empty space should not be changed to whatever the temperature may change. Okay, so if you want to keep this empty space constant at all the temperatures, then the direct condition is Vg gamma g is equals to VL into gamma L. This condition is very important to solve the problems for PU, especially for PU, especially for competitive part. Okay, Vg gamma g is equals to Vl into gamma L. Okay, don't be confused here. Vg represents volume of the glass flask, complete volume of the glass flask. Gamma g represents volume coefficient of the glass flask, and VL represents volume of the liquid, how much volume of the liquid you are taking. Gamma L represents the volume coefficient of the liquid we are going to be taking here. Okay, so this is the concepts you need to remember, which is very important one. What is condition is to keep the empty space in the vessel constant at all the temperatures. Then the condition is Vg gamma g is equals to VL gamma L. Okay, so these are the concepts you need to remember. Okay, that's all for today. In the next class we are going to solve the problems. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you.